Top of the top. What's up? What's up? Back again. Good morning, y'all. Monday day. Y'all know what's up. Super Bowl hangover. I know a lot of people gonna be getting up late today. Especially if you was getting your drink on yesterday. Let's go. We up. These days going fast got me dizzy too, man. What's up, y'all? We back again. Seem like we never left. We up. What's up, y'all? Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. How's everybody doing this morning? That's right, Grand Rising. We up. Yeah, we just gonna get into it, y'all. Let's go. Let's just get into it. I will let y'all do what y'all do in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the back. Shout out to the replay gang. Thank you, everybody that hits the like button. Special shout out to everybody that taps in every day. Everybody that enjoys the content and just enjoys their life. All right, that's what this is about. So let's get into it. Once again, man, let's go. Let's go. It's one of the mornings, y'all. It's one of the mornings, but I'm up. Super Bowl hangover. All right, we got to get into it. So we got to get it. We're going to talk about Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime. We're just going to talk about a few things because everything we're going to speak about is things we already spoke about. So the difference between talking about all this stuff and it's playing out now is that's what's happening. The things we spoke about is just transitioning over. So we're going to get into it. I did my homework yesterday. I had the Super Bowl turn down the whole game. Halftime came in. I turned it up to see what kind of music he was coming with. And like I said, Bad Bunny is considered a Puerto Rican rapper. So to me, it sounded like reggaeton. But I just turned the sound down because I do that too. Because I'll turn the sound down sometimes just to watch the energy. So I'm just watching. So like I said, I'm watching something else. But for halftime, I focused in on see what's really going on. So I was just watching the energy. So we're going to get into that. Then we're going to talk about 50 Cent is saying that New York rappers ruin hip-hop and all of them are podcasters. And that's part of the reason. And then we're going to talk about some of y'all favorite guy at the Super Bowl. But I must say this to y'all today, too. You see, you know how Bad Bunny was getting backlash for his political beliefs? Let's slow it down. Let's say they wasn't his political beliefs. It is being said that somebody made Bad Bunny say that stuff. It is being said that somebody used Bad Bunny to push their agenda. And that's what's being said. So I want y'all to get that clear. That's what's being said. It's basically being said Bad Bunny don't got, it's being said somebody made Bad Bunny do that stuff. Go against the grain. You know the backlash he got. It's being said the person behind him is the one that got him to do that. Get it? So look at Mr. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at him as a slick, shiesty guy. He got slick this time. I'm going to get somebody from somewhere else to push my agendas as well. Guess who bad? Oh, man, it's in your face. Cardi B. Y'all know what I've been telling y'all about Cardi B. Y'all know what I've been saying. It's in your face. I told you. Cardi B last album, she did a jayz remix. Imaginary Players. It got so much backlash, jayz had to re-release the original video. jayz seen with Offset. But around here, I said what? I'm one of the first people told you a long time ago. Man, that whole shit with Offset and Cardi B is, man, that shit, man, they acting. Told you y'all, it's always in your face. 1 minute he danced with Offset, 1 minute Cardi B, jayz. Why I say that? Cardi B was not only at the Super Bowl, the whole purpose of her dealing with the NFL was because of somebody. And on top of that, when I saw her on the stage with Bad Bunny, I got it real clear. Meaning, she was on stage, but she was on stage like a nobody. I'm going to just be honest with you. It wasn't about her. I noticed her on stage. Like, that's Cardi B. Hold up. What's she doing in the background like she a dancer? Yeah, told you they exposed. Let me find out somebody sexing up Cardi B. Oh yeah, guess who wasn't on camera? So you know, everybody tapping around here, y'all know the narratives. I didn't see somebody there. They saying the Carters was there, but somebody's not showing their face for somebody else. Like I said, according to what I've been seeing, somebody been staying off that camera with somebody else. That's all I know. And I also people a lot of stuff. Like, it started to look to me like somebody is playing the street role. Like I say, when you hear about, let's go into it real quick. When you hear about kids being sprayed by mistake, it come from New Jack City when Nino Brown picked up that baby. A lot of punk dudes, when they know for a fact they got beef and there's people out to get them, they want to be a babysitter. And then you got dudes that do that. You got some men criminals when they on the run and they know the police looking for them, they try to keep the kids with them. So somebody is smart enough to know, if I go to the stadium, I'm going to get booed. But when I bring my kids with me, that might slow up. That might stop them from booing a little bit. Because it's better when I come with the kids. Especially, so I want y'all to see this, man. Man, this shit is so clear now. Let's go. We're going to talk about a couple things. Let's just get into it. So the truth is, in my opinion, from what I saw, Bad Bunny did his thing. And in my opinion, he tore it down, in my opinion. According to what like I said, I know music. So according to what he does, he did his thing. Because like I said, I was just looking at the energy, the performance, the crowd. Like they ain't show the crowd a lot. We're going to talk about that. But as far as the performance, the energy, he did his thing. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Sound down. I don't got to know the music. I don't got to know the song. I know entertainment. I know energy. He got it. And I'm thinking in my head, well, damn, who does have the energy to match him right now? Nobody. Y'all be talking about Chris Brown, Usher. They can't keep up with that. They can't keep up with. They can't. They just can't. They can't, y'all. I'm telling you what happened. They all got burnt out before their time. Now, the energy, he got it. And like I said, in my opinion, I know what this is about. See, I was not into I'm just trying to be positive, y'all. I knew that game was going to be straight trash, a bunch of nobodies. But that game generated a lot of gambling money. And I knew the real money maker for that game was going to be this halftime show. Why? You just think of everybody in the world that speaks Spanish. That viewership alone. And it was on regular TV, so you ain't even need cable to watch it. So the viewership for halftime was the real viewership. On top of the Super Bowl viewership. But see, the NFL knew for a fact this was going to get a lot of views. So that's why I say it's about money now. It ain't about who you like. These are all the things I was telling you. It don't matter if you like the NFL. Don't care if you don't like the Patriots. They don't care if you don't like the Seattle Seahawks. They don't care. Their whole thing is we try to make money. So if we're gonna have these two teams playing and they're gonna generate money, and we're gonna have this guy named Bad Bunny, who's one of the hottest artists in the world, generating these views, that's what we're gonna do. We don't care what you think. And that's how it plays out, y'all. This is what I was trying to tell you, where, okay, if certain people, if you was at the top, they will be knocking your doors down the headline. You're not ringing bells like that no more. You're not that pop. You're not that deal. You meaning no matter how big you are in America now, you're not bigger than other artists. See, only certain people can compete with them now. The only ones that can compete with Bad Bunny is Taylor Swift and Lady Gaga. It's only certain people that can compete on their level. That's why when we go to Canada, it's Drake, The Weeknd. They the only ones. This game, when I was telling people, it's global now. So your little fan base don't mean nothing no more. That's like, look at Drake. If just Canada like him, it ain't nothing. See, this is the game that was played on Americans. I'm talking about American fans. When social media made them think that they were winning. No, American music been in the trash, period. As far as when you come to, all right, let's just say Michael Jackson energy. No American artists have the Michael Jackson energy at all. Get it? He does. And I say that because you understand, I'm talking about that crowd control. I'm talking about he got it. It's just what it is, y'all. And no, I know that clear as day because I don't have to hear the song. Bingo. So that's my opinion. But they did their thing. As far as a show, an entertainment show, They did it. He did it. But it's being said that his whole political perspective comes from somebody else. And we gonna look at it. But let's go, y'all. We up. Day after Super Bowl. Now I'm gonna show y'all this right here. This how I know he ripped it. This how I know he ripped the show down. Put it like this. He did so good at the halftime, they switched his Wikipedia picture quick. You see the Super Bowl? That's the Super Bowl picture that's from his performance. They switched his Wikipedia picture quick. That's how good he was. And he in a picture right there with Lady Gaga. Because Lady Gaga was on stage. See, this is how it played out. Y'all know Lady Gaga's a real superstar, so he was on the stage with her doing this thing. Like, that little duet. But no, Cardi B, he didn't do Cardi B like that. Cardi B was in the background with the dancers. Yeah, I peeped all of that. It's about levels. So let's go. Together, we are America. All the hidden political messages in Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show. So they breaking down all the messages in it. Subliminal messages at this and certain things. But together, we are America. You see what it says? All right. I'm showing you that because, to be honest, my honest opinion, I don't think Bad Bunny on the politics like that. I just think somebody put something on him. Like, I'm telling you, bro, just pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Okay, remember last year's Super Bowl? It was controversy. Remember, all you got to do is look at last Super Bowl. You're going to see they was waving flags, and somebody named Kendrick was rapping standing on top of a car. And we're going to leave it at that. Social justice, what it was. So let's go. Let's go. This is what they say. This is what they saying. Called it. Jay-Z is a 47 hater. Around here, we already know that. What did the president say? I don't know why he don't like me. I don't know what he got against me. That's what he said years ago, right? Okay. What happened? Allegedly, the rapper was going hard. Well, 44 and 47 had beef. It is alleged that Jay-Z put his mouth in it and said something about 47 and 47, whatever. So that's allegedly what Jay-Z did, and allegedly, meaning Jay-Z showed that he don't like that man, just like LeBron did when LeBron called him a bum. So certain people made it personal. So people understand what's happening. All right? So called it. Jay-Z is a 47 hater. Yet he will put others out there to take the heat for him. Jay-Z is a real POS. And around here, you know what POS means. So I told you, everybody's hip to his shit. He make you a political figure. He gonna make you be a mouthpiece. They gonna make, see, he don't know. We know that from last elections. Like I say, when a lot of people let him off the hook. When I told y'all, if you want to be mad, Miss Kamala didn't win. Somebody didn't help her. Because it was said that Miss Kamala couldn't get black men votes. And somebody didn't go on the stage to help her get votes. You didn't get that part. Somebody stayed away from that campaign. And they sent Megan. They sent Kelly Rowland. They sent Cardi B. Somebody didn't help with that last campaign. And you let them off the hook again. See that? Always blame 47. Don't blame nobody else. See, y'all keep getting played. Me and others know the truth. All right? It's simple. It's very simple. He's been sending other people to do his work because ever since 44 is not in office, he don't want to stand in that office no more. He don't want to do it. After Hillary lost, we know on this channel, ever since Hillary lost, he don't want to show his face with politics no more. Because last time he know what he had to do. No, this time he tried to be slick. So I also said, don't think Miss K is not behind some of this. Because I told you, if you pay attention, he did not support Moneybag Joe and the vice president the whole term. Everybody know this. So you look at it like this. He been sitting out Cardi B. He been sitting out Megan Thee Stallion and all these other people. But he ain't saying or doing nothing. Maybe that's why they lost. Maybe that's why. Maybe. But I'm saying that because people know they are puppets on the string and they are voice pieces. Everybody knows that, man. So my point is, they don't understand that this is not back in the day. In the lens of social media, people, we can't even explain the eye of the internet. people are always watching. We're going to get into it. Somebody was actually watching Jay-Z at the game, and they were reading his lips. He be having people watching and stalking him, y'all. I'm telling you, they are so far up his, you know what? No. I'm going to show y'all what's going on. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let me just go smooth. All right, so you see it right here. Somebody said, called it. Jay-Z is a president hater, yet he will put others out there to take the heat for him. Jay-Z is a real POS. Most of today's civilized society are 47 haters. So my point is, he thinks nobody knows what he be doing, y'all. So I'm going to say this. I told this whole thing going to flip back on somebody else, because now this was happening. Now it's shifting. People saying, man, Jay-Z made Bad Bunny go against Ice like that. That's what they saying. I'm not saying it, but that's what they saying, y'all. They saying he's a political guy. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Also, they accused Bad Bunny of queer baiting, because you know Bad Bunny's supposed to be straight. And I said, I've never in my life heard of queer baiting. But he was on it. I'm just gonna leave it at. I'm just gonna leave it alone, man. All right. I'm just gonna say this, man. Bad Bunny, he be doing a little freaky stuff, but they say he be queer baiting. I never heard of queer baiting. Queer baiting accusation. He has been accused of queer baiting for wearing traditional feminine clothing and doing stuff to male dancers while identifying as straight. So he claims straight. And like I said, they also know gimmicks, but we're not going there. I'm just showing you what they're saying. Political backlash. His political backlash. This is his meaning. If Bad Bunny would have never said this, he would have never had no political backlash. His political backlash. His outspoken criticism of U.S. immigration policy and the ICE agency has led to calls for boycotts and criticism for concert. All right, screw all that. On this channel, y'all know what's up. See, I told you, we ahead. That's why I love it. We ahead. Now, remember when I've been talking to y'all about all the global stars? That was over 3 years ago. Now, you seen Bad Bunny winning, doing his thing very quiet. Soon as he got with another artist, he started getting his first chunk of bad news. He didn't start getting his bad news, period, y'all. This man have never gotten no bad news until he did this Super Bowl for somebody else. And that's all you got to know. Until somebody picked him, he did not get no bad news at all, because he was a global figure. Bad Bunny wasn't even concerned with America. Then I got more proof for you, Johnny come latelys. Bad Bunny had already sold out the crypto arena in Los Angeles last year. I think it was last year, year before. Even last year, 2 years ago, he already performed in America. He sold out the arena more than one day, back to back in Los Angeles. That was either last year or the year before, meaning he been in America. He been doing his thing, y'all. But you're going to see finally what I've been telling you. Soon as he got with this one man, he started getting all this bad news. So if he never would have did the Super Bowl, if he never would have gave that interview and said anything about this country, he would have never been in no trouble at all. But I told you, when you get with certain people, it's going to go bad for you. I keep telling you, when you get with certain people, you don't go up, you go down. That's how it works. All right? So I want you to see, like I say, that's why I tell y'all these things when I make these statements. See, they think I'm just a dumb hip-hopper and I don't know about all music. So I been knew about him, been knew he was winning. So I was actually able to see, once he started dealing with that black guy, all of a sudden, he's in all this bad stuff. So now you see it right here. Everybody's getting hip to it. Thinking just like me, hold on, Bad Bunny been doing this thing for a minute. Why? He's this bad guy now. Oh, somebody influenced him to go against the president. Oh, so they got slick and got somebody from Puerto Rico to do it this time. Oh, told you they busted, man. So now guess what? The momentum is switching. The momentum is switching. Guess who all the fingers pointing at now? Guess what? Bad Bunny's getting a lot of different reviews, but I see mostly positive. He getting a lot of praise. All right. I see him getting positive reviews from all people. You get it? So that's what you see right here. See this right here? When somebody say, I called it, and they said so-and-so, he is a 40, they said Jay is a 47 hater, yet he will put others out there to take the heat for him. So at this point right here, they showing you it's a separation of bad people not putting Bad Bunny with Jay-Z. Meaning, hi Jay-Z, you thought you was gonna get the credit for bringing Bad Bunny to the Super Bowl, but it's reverse. I'm telling you, he thought he was gonna get credit, but it's reverse. Because now they saying the performance was great. It was Jay-Z made him say that stuff. Bingo. That's what they saying, y'all. So let's go. This what else they said. I gotta be fair. That's what they said. So this how some people felt about it. So everybody had their own reviews of it. I hope this toilet bowl has the worst ratings in history. All right. So other than that, it was positive. But for those who don't get it, if you didn't watch it, I'm gonna just give you a hint. You see them plants? Sugar cane. That represents sugar cane. You see him standing on the car, the same thing Kendrick did. This is the social justice scene. And you know who's the face of social justice. The face of social justice, the same guy, the face of social justice, is the same guy that controls social media. All right? But sugarcane, you read through it. All right, so let's go. Everyone is going to walk out of Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show, sees massive movement hatched from fans. So this is my whole point. They didn't show the crowd like that. So I don't know if people walked out or not. I mean it. I saw people in the crowd, yeah. But I'm saying, you know how usually they'll show the whole stadium or show everywhere. They didn't do it like that. So I don't know if people walked out. But according to what I saw, I didn't see empty seats. All right, so that's my point. Incredible halftime show, Bad Bunny. That's what Ben Stiller said. So I'm telling you, it was a good show. Well, like I said, you had a sound down. And this is the funny part about it. He's classified as a rapper. So this also meant it was no rapper qualified in America to do the job anyway, because there's no rap in America as big as him. No entertainers are big no more, y'all. You still, hopefully y'all gonna get it now. Told you this was the exposure. This was the crowning. This was the crowning of the new international mark. Next year might be K-pop. How it's gonna go down. All right, so let's go. I'm just showing you what they saying. Just reporting media. Jay-Z and his kids, awkward. Jay-Z and kids, awkward family moment at Super Bowl exposed by lip reader. They are reading his lips when he talks. That is so. This is to show you how much they watching him. Jay-Z and kids, awkward family moment at Super Bowl exposed by lip reader. So even I'm saying, like, man, they going that far. They watch him every move. That's what that means. When lip readers are looking in your mouth, they on your ass right here. Let's go, because everybody knows what's up. It's part of his humiliation. He got to still show his face. But I told you he's dark, guys. He's always going to be dark. But you just pay attention. Something is not right. He's smart enough to know, y'all, he won't get booed with his daughters. But you just keep paying attention, because he did this already. But let's pay attention. I'm showing you what they saying. They was reading his lips. Now let's go. The 56-year-old rapper. Now, I always show you this. Whenever they talking about a rapper, they always mention their age first. You still didn't get that part yet, did you? Every time they say rappers, they always say their age, because they be trying to troll and let you know what type of shit is going. They just let you know. All right, let's go. The 56-year-old rapper was seen walking onto the field at Levi Stadium with his and Beyonce's two daughters, Rumi 8 and Blue Ivy 14. You see, every time they speak about them, every time they talk about him, they give ages. I'm like, why do they always do that? Like, they want to make it a point to say he's 56 and one of his kids are 8 and one is 14. All right. Somebody's missing. Somebody's missing. See, I told you somebody's smart. They don't want to go by themselves. Told you, you're going to see somebody, their whole career, they never was by themselves. They had they had 2 CEOs helping them. Somebody never sustained their whole career by themselves, but always wanted all the credit. Somebody always wanted to shine for themselves, even though nothing they did was by themselves. Nothing. They wanted credit for being CEOs. Never, you have no proof of them running no company by themselves. Not one. Even the companies running now, you have no proof they run it by themselves. But you do know about shit behind the scenes, don't you? Something is very strange. Just know they was watching him. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Top of the top money day. Good to see everybody. Let's go. All right. So as you see, the 25-time Grammy winner who sported a black hoodie, sunglasses, and gloves leaned down towards Rumi, who clutched a neon pink bunny. I guess that's a book bag. I'm not trying to look too much into what they're doing, but this is a report of the people watching him. That's what this report is. The people that's watching him and supposed to be decoding what they were saying because they were watching him talk to his daughters. Jay-Z then turned to Rumi again and said, "Have your picture taken." But the little girl replied, "I won't." All right. Let's make it more clear. Read it one more time. What she say? He turned to the young one and said, "Have your picture taken," but the little one replied, "I won't." Sounded to me like they little rebels. I'm telling y'all, Startwoman is telling me in their household is some shit going on. And that's why I can't. That's gossiping. See what I'm saying? I ain't the one to gossip. But I'm starting to think in that household, they all against him. Because like I say, in my opinion, as long as that grandmother around and that grandfather in the background and they auntie still around, he don't have no power for real. He don't. If all the no's come together against him right now, he's done. So when I hear the young one saying, "I'm not doing it. I'm not taking no picture," I hear rebellion in the child. We're going to leave that alone. Don't forget that's Tina's granddaughter. Let's go. So anyway, the people heard her say it. Telling the youngster to take pictures. They like, "Man, I ain't doing that." Oh, shit. So you see it, right? But look, he had to go. He had to show his face. He couldn't duck it anyway. He had to go. Yep. But now, y'all, they saying he's the one that made Bad Bunny make those controversial statements against ICE. So guess what? Bad Bunny is being spared. Because remember, how many times I told y'all these jokes, man? People always think I be freaking playing, boy. People, oh, man, I do be joking, but I be telling the truth, too. How many times I said, when you can dance, they will forgive your ass. If you could dance or you could sing, you could make people forget you. And you can make people forget shit and forgive you. Bad Bunny did so good dancing and being freaky on that stage, he made everybody that hated him his friend. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? He did so good, they had to love him after that. Because he could dance. He was doing shit. I told you. See, Jay-Z can't dance. That's why he getting all this smoke. R. Kelly was able to last 15 extra years after being accused because he could sing. Chris Brown got away with beating the shit out of Rihanna. Anybody else beat Rihanna like that? Trust me, y'all, they would never been forgiven. But since Chris Brown could dance and see Bad Bunny could dance, he's forgiven. So they're not mad at him for what he said about ICE. They blaming that shit on Jay-Z now. I'm not playing with you. But if Jay-Z could dance, he would have been all right. This is what I meant when I said he don't talk enough. So no, y'all, no. Once Bad Bunny performed that, man, trust me. Once he performed, because see, me and others know the truth. See, like I've been said, we know Puerto Rico is part of America for real. That's just for all the idiots who are foreigners and racist bastards and dummies and idiots. All right? I say that for a reason. Some Americans are the only pickleheads still acting like idiots, like they don't comprehend Latino culture. And I say Latino culture lightly. All right? They still act like they don't acknowledge that it's just people in South America that are just like you, but they just speak Spanish. Meaning they part of the damn country too. It's called North America, South America. They part of the continent. And you know damn well you love them. You love their food. You love them. But you always want to play this game. That's why I say they idiots. Go to Taco Bell talking about all this bullshit. See what I'm saying? Eating Mexican food and then talking about this all. Shut up. I'm saying it for a reason. Because me and smart people know the Puerto Ricans always been part of America. They just speak Spanish. But I also think Bad Bunny was trolling all the American Puerto Ricans that they can't speak Puerto Rican no more. I think so. I think he was shaming all American Puerto Ricans that forgot their language. Meaning, any Puerto Rican in America that turned their back on Puerto Rico, I think his job was to troll y'all too. See, we winning now, Puerto Rico. See, we winning. We winning now. Yeah. He was to troll y'all to make y'all feel bad for not knowing Spanish. Yeah, that's what it was about too. Yeah. So they had all flags out, but no, y'all, this what happened. This what happened. Now you see that right there? That's Blue Ivy. That's 2024 Super Bowl when they were taking pictures. That's what she was doing. So he goes to Super Bowl and he take pictures with the kids. But this particular time, it is said he mentioned to the youngster, go take some pictures, and she said no. He said, have your picture taken. But the little girl replied, I won't. That is all alleged, According to what the lip, you know, they got people that read lips, y'all. So, yeah, the feds got people like that. Look, Hicklin, the person that was doing the lip reading, said, the music icon said, really? It's just a teddy. Blue Ivy shaking her head at it. That's disgusting, not funny. Jay-Z added, apparently, he said, y'all all growing. Basically saying they growing up. Long story short, y'all, I'm not trying to get into this, but I just want to try to see how people are watching them with detail, and he's being observed, and he's also now being blamed for using Bad Bunny to push his political views against the president. Because it's being said that he don't have the courage to go against the president out of his own mouth. And the reason why I said he's in a box, if you pay close attention, the president has a couple of rappers as a mouthpiece, if you really pay attention. Let's go. Now, this is Blue Ivy 2024, and this is 2026. But are you noticing something? Let's go. Somebody's not around, y'all. Somebody's not showing their face with somebody else in public, like we assumed. All right? Somebody is staying out of the way. They do not want to be seen with somebody. That's all you got to know, y'all. So you got it? I'm going to leave it at that for right now. I'm not going to go too much into it, but we're just going to leave it at that. We'll get back into it. So let's go. Now, man, Cardi B was being used for a mascot the whole Super Bowl. Somebody had her working her ass off the whole Super Bowl. Cardi B is the only artist somebody got left. So anyway, let's go. Did y'all hear about Cardi B trying to threaten TMZ? Cardi B tried to threaten TMZ because TMZ posted an AI video of her busting her ass twerking. They were just trolling her, having fun, but she tried to threaten to sue. And when she threatened to sue, here's more evidence. Who always threatened to sue? You see what she got it from now? Now you see when I kept saying somebody played a gimmick online with this lawsuit shit. Meanwhile, nobody never got sued because you never saw nobody get no payout. You never seen nobody pay off no $4 million, and you never seen nobody say, where my $4 million at? You ain't hear about nobody getting garnished for their YouTube checks or nothing, huh? Are you getting it now? Jay-Z, Cardi B. Cardi B threatening to sue. Who else always threatened to sue? Whose tactic is to try to shut somebody down, threaten to sue? Cardi B threatened to sue TMZ because they made a video of her laughing and joking. Stop it. Let's go. This is the video right here. This ain't nothing. All right? So my point is this. Cardi B tips robot onto herself while giving a lap dance. So I guess she gave a, some of y'all probably saw it. I didn't see. I guess she gave it a lap dance and a robot fell on her. But you see right here, delete or I will sue immediately. Told you, see all the punk ass New York rappers talk about suing? See that? You see that? This is why they ain't nothing, y'all. Cardi B can say you bald-headed black girl. She can say all the shit she want out her mouth. Somebody say one thing about her, lawsuit. This is why they corny. This is why their career over with. At this point, y'all, they are nothing but black eyes. We have beautiful days, picnics ready. They are nothing but the black clouds that come, and that's all they are. We at the family reunion, they the ones telling us about the funeral. See what I'm saying? We talking about we going to a party, they the ones talking about they about to go to a wake. That's who they are. And you will clearly see it, very clear. They don't have no more careers. They are the ones just want to hang around. They the ones when we in a party, they're in the parking lot giving us flat tires. That's them. That's all they are. Can you see it now, y'all? Everybody that been on this journey, when I said her job was to only work online. That's it. Work online, work online, work online, work online, not a rapper. All right? Work online. It's all showing now, y'all. Let's say it one more time for those who pulled up. What are they saying? I called it. Jay-Z is a president hater, 47 hater. Yet he will put others out there to take the heat for him. Jay-Z is a real piece of you-know-what. POS. Everybody knows his whole formula now. They know everything he do. They know everybody affiliated with. Bingo. Guess who his new puppet on the string is? Take a guess. He got a couple of them. He got a couple puppets on the string. All right? You getting it now? So let's go. Delete or I'll sue. Cardi B threatens legal action against TMZ. TMZ shares a viral robot lap dance clip. Is that all right, y'all? We don't got to be all right. Let's just slow it down. Is this worth suing somebody? So Cardi B, you're rich and famous. You can't take a fake AI video that we all know is fake. We all know it's fake, but you can't take it because it's a fake AI video. What is wrong with you? Somebody's showing, yo, y'all, they're going to make her have a mental breakdown. Remember, Cardi B didn't get the Britney Spears treatment yet. And I always speak on these little things. If it happened to Britney Spears, Cardi B might wind up just like Britney Spears. Let me show you the storyline. She's the entertainer whose boyfriend was lesser but kept cheating on her and embarrassed her in the end. Offset Cardi B. Offset Cardi B, Britney Spears, Kevin Federline. It's the same storyline. So don't be surprised if one day Cardi B don't be tweaked out. Don't be surprised, y'all. Because what they don't understand, this is how I know she's stupid too. You know what they don't understand? Like TMZ could wake up tomorrow and start a whole slander campaign on Cardi B. See, the media could wake up tomorrow and start a slander campaign on all of them. And they won't even be able to stop it. That's how I know she's slow. Newsflash, TMZ is the masters of ending careers. Yes, they are. They don't understand. Cardi B don't understand this. Media makes you and they break you. The same people that saw you as hype when they knew damn well you couldn't rap, the same people that made us buy you, and they the ones knew you don't speak proper English like that. See, they'll get behind your bullshit when you win and making money. But that same media will turn on your ass so quick. The same thing sports players don't get when they talking shit to the media. In the end, they the ones that write the story. That's what they didn't get. See, I knew if I was an entertainer, you make the media your best friend. Why? They are the ones in charge of your storyline in the end. And that's what all the dumb celebrities don't get. See, now LeBron is experiencing that. When he didn't understand all that GOAT talk, everybody in media that saw Michael Jordan with their own eyes. It's people in media that love Michael Jordan, saw him with their own eyes. Some people in media, their first job was covering Michael Jordan. So, LeBron, you offended a lot of people. So, in the end, they're the ones with the pen going to write the story. Same thing with you, Cardi B. Media could wake up tomorrow and it's time for a career to end. And it's just that simple. All right? Because I'm going to say this is fake. Because I'm going to say this. The day Cardi B put a real suit on TMZ, watch what happened to her. All right? And I'm going to tell you why they do this. They put out, see, Cardi will say some stuff like this to scare others from doing it. See, when he's suing media, when he putting out lawsuits, cease and desist, he be trying to scare everybody from talking. That's what it is. It's a tactic. All right? Cardi sends a threat so you won't make no AI videos trolling her. That's all it's about. Scaring the public. You ain't suing no TMZ. Let's go. Because TMZ is Hollywood. They are Hollywood. They are Hollywood. Get it? TMZ, that's why I say y'all used to knock off low-level celebrities. No, TMZ is the original official blogging site for celebrities. That's who they are. They are the official entertainment outlet. That's who they are. So you're not suing TMZ. It sounds good. All right, let's go. Hey, that's just like a New York rapper talking about they're going to sue the New York Daily News and the New York Post. Did you ever see it? Did you see that happen yet? All right. Let's go. Shout out to everybody that's up. Salute to the chat. It's not an AI video? Well, I don't know what it is. I ain't see it. So let's go. Delete or I'll sue. Cardi B threatens legal action. Let's go. So as you see, they had her working, y'all. When she said she was drunk all day, I guess she was, because she did this event. They had her promoting brands. See, look, they got her promoting Don Julio. Maybe that's where she got drunk at. I don't know. But they had her promoting a lot of shit. They would use her for a mascot. See, Uber One. They use her to push these brands. Cardi B is a mascot. She is not a rapper no more. All right, that's it. Cardi B was so drunk while commentating. We spoke about this already. But I wanted you to see. They used her for a mascot the whole event. The question is, do you get it now? Do you now get why Cardi B was the star of the whole event? Do you now get when I said maybe somebody set up Megan and Tory? When I said maybe somebody set Megan up from the rip? Did I tell you that? Maybe somebody set Megan up from the rip? Because you see, Cardi getting all the gigs. See that? You see how Glorilla not there? You see how Glorilla could have did this. Megan could have did something. Cardi B did what she did, but somebody controls the whole show. Told you they telling on themselves, y'all. And they didn't understand that it's all out now. You see who Cardi B worked for now, right? I don't got to say nothing. I thought that was Angela Bassett, but it's not. Anyway, let's go. Top of the top. Now, this one I got it clear. This one woke me up. I said, oh, it's official. Somebody made sure Cardi B was on the stage. But Cardi B was on stage like an extra, like a dancer, meaning she wasn't headlining. That's what made it funny, because she was in the back with the dancers. And I'm like, that look like Cardi B. She was on, you looking at Cardi B on stage, clout chasing Bad Bunny, y'all. Straight up. On stage, clout chasing Bad Bunny. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Do you see her on stage like a nobody? That's what I'm showing you. She is a rapper. Now, Lady Gaga and Bad Bunny did a little something on that stage, not Cardi. He didn't do no one-on-one with Cardi. Cardi in the background with the dancers. Like an extra. Clout chasing Bad Bunny. Here you have it. They put Cardi B in this event. It's like she had to be the only rapper there. You get it? They made sure no other rapper was there, nobody, nothing. Told you it's a reason why they corny. They purposely created this female whose career started on Twitter. Twitter and Instagram. Made her a star on a show called Love and Hip Hop New York. But what they don't get is the woman that controls Love and Hip Hop New York is one of his best friends. And it's just that simple. All right? It's that simple. He rather pick a woman that could not rap, make her a star and a celebrity before anybody that actually has talent. And I told you, in the end, they're going to all be busted. Also, I meant to tell you, this whole shit with Cardi B was also a smack in the face to Remy Ma, the Bronx. And if you don't believe that, do your homework. You're going to see around the time when Remy Ma got out of prison, around the time when they got a hit called All the Way Up, at the same time when Remy Ma gets out of prison, this girl named Cardi B becomes a star. And then you will see all the energy went behind Cardi B and not Remy. And that's why I say Papoose' job was to get Remy pregnant and keep her trapped in that house. All right? Because what happened is, I'm telling you, these guys are fucking chess players and strategic. They knew Remy was coming home. And before Remy came home, they made sure they had a replacement for her for that Bronx. Now look at it like this. If Cardi B was never created, this was supposed to be Remy Ma when she got out of prison. This is supposed to be Remy Ma chilling. But I'm telling you, Fat Joe, I'm telling you, he did a nice plan, y'all. I know how they work, man. All allegations. All allegations. But if you want to do your own homework, you will just go back. If I'm wrong, I want to be wrong. Around the time when Remy got out, her career started off. It was created. It was parallel. But all you got to know is, when Remy got out of prison, the spot Cardi B got is supposed to be Remy's spot. So you're going to see Remy is being embarrassed with this ClaressasShields, Papoose bullshit, all this BS. But she ain't getting nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B took her spot. Because I know what happened. When Remy came out, it was her turn. I'm pretty sure even Nicki know that. It was her turn. But something happened. She got replaced. That's my opinion. Now, you see Cardi on the stage. Clout chasing Mr. Bad Bunny. That's right. And I'm going to tell you again, Bad Bunny did so good, they changed his Wikipedia picture to his Super Bowl performance picture. And Lady Gaga's right there. See, they did a little duet. Cardi B. So let me give it to you clear. While him and Lady Gaga is doing that, while they doing that, this Cardi B looking at them. Cardi B just standing there. See, that's Cardi B looking right there. See that? See, you see it with the fake smile. When the camera looking, I tell you, when the camera not looking, see, when Bad Bunny's he's doing this thing with Lady Gaga, that's Cardi right there standing there. So, let's go. T.I. confidently claps back at 50 Cent snitching at accusations. Because since 50 been hot, you know, T.I. clout chasing, talking about 50 scared of a versus. T.I.'s delusional now, y'all. All right, what they say? They basically said T.I. T.I. got caught with a lot of fire. Same thing I said, man. All right, so we're going to leave it at that. I'm not talking about no T.I. T.I., you're never going to duck those allegations, bro. All right, you got caught with a whole bunch of guns, and that's it. Now, let's go to this part. Scathing take on the state of New York hip-hop. They're all podcasters. I told you 50 on YouTube, man. 50 be all around. I'm telling you, man, they online now, man. Shout out to the real that's online. Shout out to all the real New Yorkers that's left, man. Let's go. So look, 50 Cent says podcasting ruined New York hip hop. Told you, maybe they'll get it clear once 50 say it. Maybe they'll get it clear. Let's say it one more time for the idiots, y'all. What's up, Punches? Pull no punches in the building. What's up, bro? 50 Cent says podcasting ruined New York hip hop. Because they're all stupid, y'all. That's why. I'm not going to play with y'all today. Let me speed it up. Let me show you why they all stupid. For everybody that's slow. This is why y'all call Johnny come lately. 2004. Listen up, culture vultures. 2004. Adam Curry and Dave Weiner create the iPodder application. And the term podcast is coined. Podcast was created 2004. But in 2005, Apple releases iTunes 4.9, adding native support for podcasting and bringing the medium into the mainstream. Me personally, I've been listening to podcasts since 2010. See that? This is why I keep telling you my perspective on these rappers. Y'all might have thought I would just hate on everybody, just making up shit. Everybody podcast. I'm trying to tell you, they all have messed up. Podcasting is 22 years old, and they are showing y'all the truth. They're not rappers no more, and they have to podcast. It's in your face. Podcasting is not new at all. But when you were so big and you were this rap guy, you look down on podcasting. You look down on YouTube. You look down on Instagram. No, when they found out their careers were over, when they got it through their head and they understood that they can make money offline, that became their new job. And that's when they started this gimmick of my album coming out and all this bullshit. No, salute punches. But now when 50 saying what I said, it's clear as day because it's simple. It's an observation. They don't want to go broke, y'all. So they're going to be broke. Their careers been over. Let's say it again. 50 Cent says podcasting ruined New York hip hop. Told you. When Joe Budden was this fake ass rapper that dropped all these mixtapes at his house in Jersey, never had no real hits anyway. He turned into a podcaster quick. The rappers that couldn't fucking rap, they the first ones were podcasters. All right? That's right. They want to talk about rap. They want to talk. I tell you, they want to talk. No, they Wendy Williams now. 50 Cent gives scathing take on the state of New York hip hop. As artists like Jay-Z and 50 Cent sat at the top of their mountain, Atlanta carved out an extremely comfortable position at the top. Exactly. When I say these New York rappers trying to act like Atlanta didn't already take over the game, that was 15 years ago. All right, they've been took the game over. When 50 Cent and Kanye had that stare down, Kanye won, and then Atlanta took over. And that's what happened ever since then. That's why I say it goes back to when that song Party Like a Rock Star came out. That was the year that shit had transitioned over. And Atlanta had officially started taking it. And you'll see that's the same time when Nas said hip hop is dead. And then you're going to see at that time, New York rap started falling off. Meaning, people get this part confused. What kept New York rap going was mixtapes, underground. The New York underground never died. Mixtapes kept it going. But as far as the game, Grammys, platinum records, New York been lost that. Because people didn't want to accept through the magic that was portrayed. See, what happened is, it was very simple. I'll get it clear. See, he got eaten. He was the biggest artist in New York, but he got eaten. And you'll see after that, he didn't want to rap like that no more. He got into his blueprint shit. Then that's when this guy named 50 took the game over. That was about 2002, 3. But it was official in 2003. Then it was this thing called a G-Unit craze. And that kept New York going. But I always looked at G-Unit as New York is the headquarters, but I looked at G-Unit as they was all across America type thing. Because they had fans everywhere. Movement. Real talk. So it was 50 that kept New York going. But you're going to see in the end, they still never want to give him the credit. He the one that kept it going. But to be fair, 50 you also blame for being the reason why New York broke up with the beefing. But I know that's not true. Because I know in the beginning, the same people you was beefing with were the same people trying to keep you out the game. So I know what happened. All right. So my point is this. That's why you're going to see you always were supposed to praise one and not the other. Even though if we put their careers paper to paper, see that? That's why I was telling y'all, he made it based on who you like. And everybody likes him the most. So that's all it came down to. But I tell you, don't work for me. I'm from New York just like them. I know how to rap just like them. And I always look at them as competition. And that's why I tell you, I ain't nobody fan. I respect rappers for their craft and what they do. I respect them for other reasons, not just because of their raps. So I'm just letting you know that, no, fair game. So If all the rappers are podcasting, who's behind all the rappers podcasting? No, when I told you Drink Champs was to promote the alcohol. Drink Champs was strictly to promote Ace of Spade, Duce, Ciroc, Darion. It was to promote liquor. I told you, they made Nori a mascot. You gonna sit there and we gonna sell this liquor. That's why I told you the concept is talking about old school rap. See, the concept is me and the bros stuck in the past, chilling outside in the hood, talking about old shit as we get drunk. That's the concept of Drink Champs. All right? Reminiscing as we get drunk. That's what it's about. But I wanted you to understand that it was strictly for moving the brands of alcohol. All right? Meaning the genius behind that. Like I said, Diddy was behind that. Diddy and Jay-Z knew that. We got to move this liquor. But after the liquor, Jay-Z and Diddy, they not in liquor deals no more. And you're going to see Drink Champs don't make no noise like that no more neither. And they were only big because they had it arranged for certain artists to come on there. But this was started the podcast craze. Why? I know the truth. The original big podcaster was Combat Jack. And Combat Jack was cool with Mona Scott Young and Chris Lighty. What if I told you the makeup reality TV, Mona Scott, her homeboy, helped to get podcasts popping, his name Combat Jack. And you're going to see after Combat Jack died, all these rappers started podcasts. Let's go. So as you see right here, man, podcast started 2004. Who's 22 years late? Huh? You still don't get it? I told you. It's the broke rappers. They have to work as podcasters or they won't get no more money. If it was never this thing called the internet, all these rappers would be just like the Temptations. Yes, they would. I'm going to keep saying it. Emily B left Fabulous. What woman leaves a rapper? You've never heard of these things. The New York rappers are so sorry their woman leave them. Family. I thought the famous guy leaves the nobody. I thought the rapper leaves the woman. I thought the actor. No. When a regular person, when the woman leaves the rapper, that means that rapper sorry as hell. That means that rapper don't even make her jealous no more. That means she don't care what he do. Y'all don't get that part. His girl left him. She knows something we don't know. And she left his ass right around that time of that Diddy shit. Because you know why? She like, Fabulous, when you home, you beating on me. But when Diddy walked in that room, you ain't had the same energy. And I think ever since this day, Emily B was done with Fabulous. Let's go. There's a reason why they podcasters. The reason why. The reason why. Monkey see, monkey do. Is it a coincidence they all podcasters? See, Jada couldn't keep sitting there. He got tired of watching Nori get money. He got tired of watching Nori. See, that's when Jada had pride. I'm still Jada. Don't say I'm a rapper. How was Jada making it? Jada was still getting his money, running off with underground rappers' money. Yep, charging underground rappers, keeping their money, shit like that. Yeah, y'all. Jada was fighting. Jada Ben was doing bad. Yep, that's why Diddy gave her money in the pandemic. Yep. Fabulous a podcaster now. So why they don't want to rap no more, y'all? This is one of our favorite clips. Nori smoking a blunt with no fire. Fabulous eating with no food on the plate. Because the diddler walked in the room. And I didn't make this start stress eating. No, I told you. Now, y'all know we joked on all of this shit before Diddy was in jail. Diddy's in prison. When I said it was this video that let me know he had full control over them because it let me see how Diddy turned them into little boys and little kids. This is what made me start going back into all their history. And I started looking at all their beginnings and the ties, connections. Then I said, no, he always controlled them. And when Diddy came in the room right here, y'all, he was actually pulling rank on them. He was pulling rank. So that's why he was being funny with them on purpose. Like, he made it. Diddy was letting us know it was some shit like Fabulous was ducking them. They was scared, y'all. All right? So it's a reason why they ain't rappers no more. And you know who was never scared of Diddy. Told you it's all in your face. The only guy that was never scared of Diddy and Jay-Z is the only one with a career. You just asked, how the hell did that happen? Why is it like that? Easy. The Diddler's responsible for Fabulous and all of them. Jadakiss, when Biggie died, Jadakiss was his #1 writer. When Biggie Smalls died, Jadakiss and Jay-Z was the Diddler's top writers. That's why I keep telling you, Jada is entwined with Diddy legacy. There's nothing he gonna do about it. But it's two sides of the coin. Jadakiss also is not gonna make no money without Mr. P. Diddy. Okay, hey, if P. Diddy don't cut him a check, guess what? They all on their last deal. Jadakiss is in a deal with Jay-Z right now. At this point, if Jay-Z don't help Jadakiss get no money, he's broke. Who else? Fat Joe. Jadakiss, Jim Jones, and Fat Joe had to go to Jay-Z to get a check, which means if Jay-Z didn't cut him a check, they would already been broke. Simple. So the day Jay-Z wakes up and says, I don't want y'all on Rock Nation no more, that's it for them. They're finished. He's the reason why they get any clout to this day. Because when you sign with him, he's going to make sure you at least look good. He's going to make sure you get played on Netflix. That's because of him. Don't get it twisted. He owns their ass. All right? Let me give you a clue. When you see Jadakiss and Fat Joe, right here, you see them strings? Jay-Z holding them strings. That's all you got to know. That's it. And without him, they ain't going to have nothing. And that goes for Jim Jones, too. This is what we talking about. They're super broke. And this, don't forget, when I tell you Jay-Z is a damn genius, don't get it twisted. He's a genius. He ain't stupid. He remember Jadakiss try to diss him. He remember Fat Joe and Big Pun try to play him. They had smoke. He also remember Jim Jones try to diss him. Now I got all you fools in a headlock called paperwork in the end. See, in the end, I got y'all by the nuts. See that? Told you that's how he played the game. He played all of New York. He played all of New York rappers. Now, you think all the New York rappers in your New York history that allegedly had beef with Jay-Z, all right? All right? You think all of them that allegedly had beef with him, now look at them. Without Jay-Z, Nori wouldn't have got a check. They all had to eat from these guys, man. Jay-Z took care of these rappers like his kids. He did. Him and Diddy took care of them. They did. Because they also were Diddy and Jay-Z's soldiers. And they're the guys that keep the street credibility in order. Nori, you're one of our street cred soldiers. Jadakiss, you're one of our street cred soldiers. Fabulous, you're one of our street cred and ladies man soldiers. That's all they are. But when the game changed, they all fell off. Everybody on this screen you're looking at fell off during the Young Money era. And when Drake and Lil Wayne and Nicki took over, they've been irrelevant. So that's what I'm trying to show you. It's just that in the end, they're exposed. So 50 Cent says podcasting ruined New York hip hop. Is it the truth? The internet only helped broaden the hip hop eco regions, meaning it expanded it. So if the internet expanded hip hop, how the hell did they flop more? If you're from New York, you're a great rapper. You got to use your brain, y'all. The internet gives you more fans, access to more people. So as hip hop was more accessible, they fell off even more. Bingo. I kept telling you they the sorriest and the brokest. They didn't want to believe me. It's in your face, y'all. Meanwhile, New York ebbed and flowed aggressively. This article is about how New York is not at the top no more. How New York fell off and the rappers ruined hip hop. That's what 50 talking about. All the shit I've been talking about. Bingo. Artists would gain their entire careers if they can make it in the concrete jungle. New Yorkers call home. Whether a rapper was from there or not was besides the point. Even with the rise of the West Coast hip hop. So y'all know these are things I've been talking about. Well, I know the era. I know the time. It was a time where if you was hot, you actually had a chance to make it. That's how New York hip hop was. New York rap, when it was in a pure form, you had a chance, y'all. So people like me and others, we wasn't street dreaming. But that's when I understood. No, it's a game of blackball and some other shit. Like, you could be from New York, you trying to get a deal, your album could be fire, but Fabulous about to come out. And they don't want your shit they don't want you to get no traction. They find a way to kick your shit to the curb. They were doing a lot of shit, y'all. Like, you could have been the next rap out of New York, but say Jadakiss and D-Block coming out. They had a way to do this shit, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. They had a way to make it where nobody can steal a crown or shine or the traffic. They had a way to do that shit. So I'm saying? So once I peeped game, I got it clear. I peeped this early 2000s. So like I say, 50 understood that. He understood the web they had. That's why you're going to see his breakthrough through the industry is different from everybody else. Because he really wasn't supposed to make it. So I'm saying, if they had their way, he wouldn't have made it. Then that's how it went down. So New York was at like in the days of Biggie. That's what I always tell y'all. And that's the story. When you hear the story of Biggie and all that. No, if you could rap, if you had the opportunity to rap in front of the right rapper and you was good, you gonna get a deal. Period. That's how it was. They gonna tell you, might tell you hang around for a while, might give you a feature. Tell you just chill out for a minute. I got you. Just you good. That's how it was. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. So me and 50 and others know. See, you might hang in the studio way before you even come out. Like I said, when I was young, I was chilling in the studio, but I just want y'all to get, it was, the hip-hop game was accessible. It wasn't no fantasy shit, and it wasn't like it was, no, it was for real. You could touch it. If you was one of them people that want to hang up in Manhattan, you could stand outside and you'll see rappers, if that's what you want to do. But we wasn't doing that, but it was accessible. So I'm saying, but that's why people saying, well, how the fuck did New York start hip-hop? Y'all had access to all this shit before everybody. The internet made it all more reachable. And in the end, y'all just podcasters. The bottom of the barrel. Let's go. Adam Curry and Dave Weiner create the iPod application, and the term podcast is coined. 2004. By 2005, that's when they start releasing them on iTunes. iTunes started releasing them. All right. So just to let y'all know, it's 22 years late. So the question is, why is all the New York rappers doing podcasts now? New York City is turning into a podcast. The whole effing New York hip hop is turning into a podcast. So there ain't going to be nobody for them to interview because they're all podcasters. Bingo. I told you 50 be listening. I said in the end, they're just going to interview each other. And after that, they're going to run out of that. Bingo, right here in your face. And don't forget, New York, not everybody. And I said, but I kept saying New York went out the worst. No, the whole West Coast ain't podcasting. Not the whole West Coast. And don't forget, it's not about just rappers doing it. Let's get it clear. I would respect every rapper in New York that got blackballed, fell off. That's different. I'm not talking about that. We talk about rappers that were supposed to be big. That's what people not getting. These are rappers supposed to have been big. So any other rapper, I don't knock no rapper doing no podcast. Especially if you was blackballed, especially if they hated on you. You got a chance to speak your truth. But when you was on a song called All About the Benjamins and you was with P. Diddy, you was with Bad Boy Records from when Biggie Smalls was alive to now, and you don't have nothing, no, there's no excuse for that. I hung with Diddy, my homeboy. He's a billionaire. I got a billionaire named Diddy on speed dial, my homeboy, and I don't got nothing in the end, nothing. Come on, y'all. I told you. The ones that were the punks, the ones that were the bitches, the ones that were fucking dumb, not smart at all, are the ones that end up broke in the end. For all we know, y'all, we praise these guys, man. All three of them could be high school dropouts. I'm talking about all three of them could be special ed. Nori didn't graduate high school. Didn't Nori tell you his story? He went to jail young. I told y'all, man, we got this shit fucked up. Because don't forget, the rap game, they make you drop out too. We can tell you, man, they had access to them young. So we could be looking at three guys as rappers whole time. They smart, but not that smart. See what I'm saying? And they just raised in hip-hop, and that's all they ever knew. Rap, get a check. Rap, get a check. But after that, they don't know nothing else. It's that shit for real like that. You see what I'm saying? It's no different from at your job, all you know is just do your regular job. But then now they say tomorrow you got to be a supervisor. You got to run this shit. You got to do payroll. You got to handle this shit. You don't know how to do that. You worked at that job 20 years, but you still don't know how to be a supervisor. That's them. They never learn how to be bosses, y'all. That's what you're watching. That's why I was telling you. When they all had record labels, it was a gimmick. It was all a gimmick. Everybody was trying to be, that was all trying to be like Wu-Tang. All these labels. Now, Nori had a label. Where the rappers at? Jada had a label. Where the rappers at? Fabulous had a label. Where the rappers at? All right? It was all a gimmick. They was never going to let nobody shine. You get it? That's right. So I'm saying all that because that is a reason why they all podcasters, because they never was really rappers like that. Let's go. How we know that? They really stopped rapping over 10 years ago. Let's go. So look, what they say about T.I. T.I. got caught with 100 assault rifles and ammo and walked as a convicted felon already in the South. Man, unheard of. Bingo. Nobody would hear their mouth. Because 50 ragging T.I. T.I. confidently clashed back at 50 Cent snitching allegation. No, Atlanta accepted that. Atlanta never cooked T.I. ass. So 50 got to do it. People like me got to do it. But when you from Atlanta, you're an Atlanta rapper. If you notice, Atlanta rappers never do nothing wrong. You ain't noticed that yet. Atlanta people never expose their own rappers. You ain't noticed that yet. Atlanta does not expose Atlanta because they all with the shit. They one family. See that? You didn't get it yet. That's how they roll. Atlanta don't expose Atlanta. So everybody from Atlanta know goddamn well T.I. was a snitch. But they crowned him the king of the South after that. And then kept it going. And they kept praising him. And kept saying T.I., T.I., T.I. No, damn well he is a snitch. How the hell can you be a gangster rapper and a trapper when you know for a fact he got caught with all them damn guns? No, they were playing everybody. Y'all guys are dummies. All right? And he did a crime line. No, told you the job was all a setup. That's why the whole Atlanta, I bet all y'all ass got locked up and indicted. That's right. It was nothing but snitches in y'all neighborhood. All right, that's right. Kim Kardashian daughter, North shops. I'm just showing you. North is clickbaiting online, y'all. She gonna get somebody in trouble. Stephon Diggs. Now check this out. They saying Cardi B boyfriend is officially about to get his ass cut now. Let's go. Stephon Diggs, they just used you and Cardi for a sidekick show. They use y'all for ticket sales and views. But since y'all lost, they saying Stephon Diggs, your time up. Stephon Diggs is officially on thin ice following the Super Bowl. Idiots. That's what happens when you date trash. Bingo. Told you that's how they think of her. That's what happens when you date trash. Somebody said, I hate when she talk. She got drunk and was slurring her words at live events, y'all. It's sad. Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show draws awful reviews. Now, I will say this. I saw balanced reviews. A lot of people liked it, all right? But the main thing that's happening with Bad Bunny, I will let all y'all know this right now. People not mad at Bad Bunny no more. People assume that somebody made Bad Bunny go against ICE. So they're not blaming Bad Bunny no more. Let's read. Called it, Jay-Z is a president hater, yet he will put others out there to take the heat for him. Jay-Z is a real piece of, you know what, piece of ish. They said it was Jay-Z made Bad Bunny go against ICE like that. Because me and others know Bad Bunny never got no bad press. Bad Bunny never had no controversy until he signed up for the Super Bowl. Or let's say until somebody requested him for a Super Bowl. If somebody would have never requested Bad Bunny, he would have never had no bad news on his name. I know he been doing this thing, but since he came to America and since somebody put their hand on him, all of a sudden he started getting bad news. Also, on top of that, let's take a look at somebody was watching him and his children, and according to this story, somebody was lip syncing what he said. But you also know they can record it, slow the video down, all that. Long story short, or it could have been somebody with a mic recording him. They said, check it out. Jay-Z then turned to Rumi again and said, have your picture taken. But the little girl replied, I won't. She said, no. What was that about? But what you must get, the main thing you must get is your queen Beyonce She was not there. See that? So when they say the Carters, I was looking for Beyonce, but I didn't see Beyonce. And according to my calculations, until I see otherwise, it looks to me like Beyonce has been making it a point to stay off that camera with him. That's what it looked like to me. It says the Carters, but is that really the Carters? I don't see Tina Knowles. I don't see Solange there. No, I think somebody been using the youngsters so they won't get booed. It's hard to boo a grown man with his kids. Get it? Get it. Nino Brown picked up a kid because he ain't want to get shot. Do you see somebody else picking up the kids? Family, we've been laughing our ass off at this character. Ever since he's been accused of going in a room, this fool turned into a full-time babysitter. Straight up. That's why I know, man, I know Beyonce and I'm laughing at him. Man, I'm telling you, Beyonce and I'm probably cursing him out. Man, shut up. You're probably talking shit to him and everything. If the baby said I won't, I got it clear. I got it clear. If the baby said no, man, I know in the house what they doing to him. Because in the house, he don't got no wins. I'm going to just say it. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Fucking weirdo. Now, this is my point, y'all. I can read a whole bunch of articles. Why every time we read a hip-hop article, it always got to say their age? The 56-year-old rapper, tell you they be sneak dissing, y'all. We were raised, told rap is a young man's game. The media be trolling. They trying to say he's a 56-year-old rapper with a kid that's 8 and 14. Are you getting the joke? All right. The 56-year-old rapper was seen walking onto the field in Levi Stadium with his and Beyonce's two daughters. Two daughters, not Beyonce. She ain't there. Now, I don't know if she was there. She could have been in the crowd. I mean, in the booth, in the back. I don't know. But she didn't show her face on that floor. Beyonce know what's up. She ain't stupid. Y'all trust me. She know what's up. She know it is no such thing as getting any good look with him. It's not. She know it's not a good look. Fool was just mentioned on Epstein last week. This was his embarrassment. He had to face embarrassment. But to deflect from the embarrassment, you bring the kids. Why? The lady's going to say, oh, they so cute. He going to get a pass. Or we're going to just leave it at that. This shit, I told you this shit starting a little weird now, y'all. Starting a little weird. Or Jay-Z could be saying he about to get at somebody. He got on his mask and gloves. He about to get back on his street shit. I don't know. Jay-Z could be saying certain people keep playing around with him. He going to pay him a visit. He could be saying that too. I don't know. Shit. But I'm just going to say this part. He getting blamed for Bad Bunny. So as of today, what I noticed, a lot of people liked it, y'all. I see more likes than hate. I'm telling you. I watched it with the sound down. It was a good show. Good energy. A good entertainment show. It was a good show, y'all. I'm not going to take nothing from him. But people starting to get hip now. That it was somebody else made him speak out against ICE like that. The same way somebody made Megan perform. Get it? The same way somebody made Cardi B hold a phone at the elections and Cardi B phone was cutting off. Somebody made Kelly Rowland perform for it. You get it? See, somebody else been having others do their bid. And now the public is hip to it. So I can say this. The public ain't blaming Bad Bunny for nothing. They blaming somebody else. All right? Incredible halftime show, Bad Bunny. So that's why I say when I had the sound down, I just wanted to see the energy. I wanted to see if it, you know what I'm saying? That's how I judge it. I turned it up to see what he was rapping, rapping about. It sounded like reggaeton. But I wanted to see the energy, so I just turned the sound down. You know how you can see the crowd, people just, you see the mood. I was watching the energy, and I was like, nah, it's a good show. He did his thing. And then, on top of that, I see Cardi B clout chasing in the back. I'm like, yo, one of the dancers look like Cardi B. I'm like, that is Cardi B. Cardi B had to look because she ain't a real superstar. No, Cardi B, you are an internet star. Cardi B, you are a reality TV star. It's a difference. You're not a superstar. So you had to watch the superstar perform. It looked like she fantasizing, like she wished that was her one day. Mind you, she's watching while Bad Bunny doing this thing with Lady Gaga. You see what I'm saying? He pulled Lady Gaga up on the stage. They was doing their thing. Cardi B was in the back. Her and Carol G, the other girl right there. All right? Just know, if it wasn't for somebody, Cardi B wouldn't even be there. Now I'm starting to think, is somebody sexing up Cardi B? I don't know, but we ain't going there. But you got the proof on this one thing, y'all. They were reading his lips. Let me read it clear for y'all to show you. Somebody been watching Jay-Z. They watching his every move. The 25-time Grammy winner who sported a black hoodie, sunglasses, and gloves leaned down towards his daughter who clutched a neon pink bunny. Let's go. Jay-Z then turned to Rumi again and said, "Have your picture taken." But the little girl replied, "I won't." All right, let's go. The person named Hicklin, this is the person who was doing the observation, also said, the music icon said, "Really? It's just a teddy." Blue Ivy shaking her head at it. That's disgusting. So I don't know what that's about. But this allegedly was the response. So that lets you know people was listening and watching them. And they're trying to paint a narrative as if his kids don't listen to him. Something like, I don't know. I'm not going there. But Beyonce wasn't there. I didn't see her. And we're going to leave that at that. Cardi B was working the whole weekend. And that's it. And Cardi B, you also are being blamed for making the Patriots lose now. Yup. So now all the Patriot fans don't like you. That might be about 5 million plus. So that's that. Here's your proof. Bad Bunny did so good, they changed his Wikipedia picture to the Super Bowl performance. That's him with Lady Gaga right there. All right? So everybody don't dislike Bad Bunny. Everybody's not mad at him. And people giving Bad Bunny a pass now. Because they said, man, Bad Bunny a good guy. Somebody made him do that. Somebody made him do that political stuff. He ain't never say nothing political like that. He's not that type of guy. That's what they saying. But Bad Bunny is also accused of queer baiting. He is guilty of that. They say Bad Bunny is really a straight guy. He's a heterosexual. He's not like that. But they say, being that he always playing around like that, they call it queer baiting. And I never heard of that. All rappers be queer baiting. Yes, they do. And the men love it. Queer baiting accusation. He has been accused of queer baiting for wearing traditional feminine clothing and kissing male dancers while identifying as heterosexual. So Bad Bunny said he's straight. He just be playing around. It's called queer baiting. He also did a scene coming off the plantation. See the sugarcane fields? Yeah. Only part was funny when they pulled out that old ass car and was rolling out tires. I gotta be real, it was a funny joke from back in the day. The joke was back in the day that a lot of Puerto Ricans used to strip cars, and they were car strippers, stealing tires. They the ones steal your rims, and they be car thieves. So when they pulled out that car and was rolling them tires, I was like, they try to say they car thieves. That shit was funny as hell. Other than that, shout out to my family, man. Other than that, we're gonna get out of here. And I'm also gonna say this. Bad Bunny was trolling all Puerto Ricans that turned their back on Puerto Rico. Fat Joe. He was turning his back on everybody that was Puerto Rican in America, that ain't show no love to Puerto Rico, ain't go back home, visit their people, and don't speak Spanish no more, and never learned to speak Spanish. Bad Bunny was trolling all Puerto Rican Americans that don't speak Spanish no more. That's what he was doing too. Yeah. See that? A lot of y'all from Puerto Rico, y'all better go back to y'all roots and go back home. Because Puerto Rico is winning now. See that? He was trolling everybody that turned their back on Puerto Rico. J-Lo. All right? Get it? That's what I got from it. Straight up. I was looking at it like I'm Puerto Rican. I told you, when I look at shit, I look at it like I'm other people. So I'm looking at it like I'm Puerto Rican, right? And I'm American. I'm Puerto Rico, but I'm Puerto Rican, but I don't speak Spanish. I'm like, damn, I would have felt bad too. The way they were celebrating back home, having fun. If I was in Puerto Rico, I'd have been ashamed of myself. Like, damn, I can't understand what he's saying. He rapping in Puerto Rican, but I don't understand it. Damn. You know what I'm saying? If you from Puerto Rico, go learn Spanish. All right? Because Bad Bunny, I think he's not fond of y'all. On that note, we're going to get out of here, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Ain't too much to stretch out. Nah, not at all. I gave y'all to play. This is also what they said. So I just got to be fair, y'all. Bad Bunny did his thing, in my opinion. And here's your proof one more time. Jay-Z is getting blamed for making Bad Bunny be a political figure. Called it. Jay-Z is a Trump hater. Yet, he will put others out there to take the heat for him. Jay-Z is a real piece of ish. Bingo. He's exposed now, y'all. People know this clear now. They know damn near everybody you see work for him. They know everybody that work for him. They know he's the puppet master. Why you think Cardi B was at the event? Then you see him with Offset last week? If you think her and Offset don't kick it no more, you straight dumb. Let's go. On that note, y'all enjoy y'all day. I'm going to get out of here. More coming. More coming. But 50 told you already. Here's the proof, y'all, right here. 50 Cent says podcasting ruined New York hip-hop. All right? They're all podcasters. They don't rap no more. There you have it. There you have it, y'all. The New York rappers are the biggest joke. That's it. And the brokest. But how is that possible? How? No, y'all don't, I don't think y'all really getting this shit, man. You got access to Jay-Z and P. Diddy, and you had access to those two guys for 20 years, and you don't have nothing. Meaning, you're not even nowhere near their level. I don't got to be Jay-Z and Diddy, but damn, I can be somewhere in the build. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I'm supposed to be a boss of my own right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. And I tell you, all they know is checks. Another thing you're going to see with rappers, they don't start nothing from scratch. Nothing. They don't create nothing. They just get checks. So if Diddy and Jay-Z, these guys, I couldn't at least be on my level. You feel me? It's simple. No, they are. They are. They thought it was going to make money off street raps. And what y'all also don't get, a lot of Jadakiss and them percentage, a lot of their streams come from prison. The most streams of hip-hop music now comes from jail. Ever since they gave them iPods, the most people that listen to old music is people in prison. The main people that listen to old rap every day, 24/7, is people in prison. I told you, it's a system, bro. You're going to listen to these rappers when you're free. You're going to believe them. You're going to sell drugs. You're going to shoot. And when you get locked up, you're going to download all their music. That's how they've been winning. So that's why Jay-Z paid them all off a title. He paid them all. He bought a lot of their rights up because Jay-Z get paid off a lot of their old music. They don't get all their publishing, y'all. That's what y'all don't get. Jadakiss didn't own his publishing. That's what y'all didn't get. That's why they don't got a lot of money like that. Don't own that publishing. Get it? So being that Jada wrote on Diddy's album, No Way Out, every now and then Diddy got to give him some money when he feel like it. Other than that, no publishing. Very simple, y'all. Because guess what? It's simple. If I'm a rapper and I got enough hits, my publishing check is I don't got to do that shit. I don't got to do a podcast because every couple months my check's right. My check's right. I didn't get in this game to work in the end. I didn't get in this game for y'all to see my face for free when y'all feel like it. Hell no. I used to get paid to see my face. So if I got paid for you to see my face back in the day, you're going to still pay to see my face. But once you a podcaster, you lose your face value. That's all the things I kept trying to get y'all to get when I said they on my level now. They ain't nobody's. Their face value is not the same no more. Nobody has to cut Jadakiss a check for $10,000 to use his face. Why? Are you getting the shit? Fabulous, your face ain't worth 20 grand no more. You've been sitting down with Jim Jones and Mano. We did the research. Jim Jones is broke. His house is gone. We don't got to pay you shit. That's how it is. They lowered their stock. Instead of focusing on building their stock, they lowered it. Because they just dumb New York rappers. That's why. Get it? All right. Like I told you, I don't get paid enough to play around on cameras. I don't get paid enough money. It's not enough. All right? Because when you're on camera, you got to perform. And if you got to perform, you should be paid accordingly. All right? Other than that, you got it now? Did he control their career? So you're going to see, since he been in prison, they nothing but big-ass kids sitting on platforms. And like 50 Cent, they got to interview each other. They got to talk to each other, and eventually it's going to run out. Like I said, he quipped that eventually they'll run out of people to interview because they're all going to have their own platforms at the same time. Bingo. It's not hard to figure out. It's mathematics. It's analytics, y'all. They're not making no money now. They're not going to make more money. They already got to split money with YouTube. It's no trending topics. There's nothing else going on. All their stories old. Meaning their most important stories they held back too long. When I said they just don't want to accept the fact their time is up, because at this point now they just need the money. Still got to pay taxes. Hey, Jada, your daughter still wants something. Fabulous. You got a lot of kids, don't you? They still want shit, don't they? All right, they got to work. Well, don't fool you. They don't got no mansions paid off. Meaning they don't got a lot of shit. Their money was never big enough to buy a house in Los Angeles. Jada never had money like that. They ain't got money. They can't wake up today and say, I want to buy a house in Miami. Nope. They can't. So let's go. Same way I told you, man, they strategically put her in Atlanta. They put her in a prison in Atlanta. And she been in Atlanta ever since. That's right. Cardi gonna be in Atlanta. And I bet they picked out a house. No, y'all. It's two guys that control the whole New York hip-hop scene, and one of them in prison. That's simple. The other one, he didn't listen to neither one of them. That's why he always became their arch enemy. Those were the three pillars of New York City, y'all, whether you liked it or not. They're the three pillars of the 2000s. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and the Diddler. But as the tables turn, 50's at the top now. So whether you like it or not, that's what it is. And just know, they are now blaming Jay-Z for making Bad Bunny be political when Bad Bunny was never political, and most of us already knew that. You will see, Bad Bunny's name was never mentioned in nothing negative until he did the Super Bowl for one particular person. Jay-Z thought he was going to get clout off Bad Bunny, but in the end, he getting backlash for Bad Bunny. This is one of the daughters' 2024 Super Bowl. So when the lip reader said they saw him telling Rumi, go take a picture, and she said no, this is what Blue Ivy did 2 years ago, taking pictures. So we're going to leave it at that. All right, they have some nice kids, and we'll leave it at that, man. But it just looked to me like soon as somebody got in a lot of trouble, they turned into a permanent babysitter. And we're going to leave it at that. On that note, y'all enjoy y'all Monday. Y'all enjoy y'all week. Y'all enjoy your life. And we're going to get out of here for sure. Have a good day, y'all. One. That's right, Witchmaster. That's right, Witchmaster.